What if you've been measuring time the wrong way? What if the greatest thing you've lost wasn't hours, but pieces of the person you were meant to become? Every evening, the clock moves forward. But sometimes, deep inside, it feels like you've stayed in the same place. Not because you aren't capable. Because you've been living through an identity that no longer belongs to you. Maybe you know this feeling. You wake up with good intentions. You tell yourself, today will be different. But somehow, the day disappears. A few minutes become an hour. An hour becomes another evening. Another week quietly slips away. Then comes the familiar thought. Where did the time go? The painful truth is, time rarely disappears all at once. It leaves quietly. Through postponed dreams, unfinished promises, and moments when we choose comfort over becoming. After enough of those moments, something even more valuable than time begins to fade. Trust in yourself. Most people believe they waste time because they lack discipline. But that's rarely where the story begins. When you repeatedly tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, your mind slowly learns a dangerous lesson. Not that you're lazy, but that your own words cannot be trusted. Over time, that belief becomes an identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who follows through. And once an identity is accepted, your choices begin protecting it. That's why change feels so difficult. You aren't only fighting habits. You're trying to outgrow an old version of yourself. But here's the quiet hope. Your future isn't waiting for one extraordinary day. It's watching what you choose today. Every sunrise offers more than another 24 hours. It offers another chance to introduce yourself as someone new. Not through big declarations. Through small decisions. Because identity is never rewritten in a single moment. It's rewritten through repeated evidence. Imagine beginning each day with one simple question. What would someone who respects their life do next? Maybe they read one page. Maybe they spend 15 focused minutes on meaningful work. Maybe they leave the phone untouched while the morning is still quiet. These actions may look small, but your mind isn't measuring their size. It's collecting evidence. Every kept promise whispers, this is who I am becoming. Every intentional choice becomes another brick in the foundation of your future self. So don't try to save every hour. Honor the next one. Protect your mornings not because mornings are magical, but because they remind you that your attention has value. Pause before reaching for distractions not because pleasure is wrong, but because your future deserves a chance to speak before the world does. At night, ask yourself only one question. Did my choices today reflect the person I'm becoming? Not perfection. Just honesty. Because each honest answer strengthens the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. Slowly, something beautiful begins to change. You stop chasing motivation. You stop waiting for the perfect time. You stop measuring life by how busy you looked. Instead, you become someone who protects what cannot be replaced. Your attention. Your character. Your days. You realize that the value of time was never hidden inside the clock. It was always hidden inside the person each moment was helping you become. And one day, you'll look back, not with regret, but with quiet gratitude. Not because every day was perfect, but because enough ordinary days were lived with intention. That is how a meaningful life is built. 1 hour. One choice. One promise at a time. The person you've been hoping to become isn't waiting somewhere in the future. You're meeting them every time you choose today with intention. Because the true value of time is revealed when each ordinary moment quietly shapes the person you are becoming. Welcome to Reset, Think, Mount.